I don't need that.
Look, man,
I don't need that. Joining me now from Lafayette, Indiana, is Charshawn. Now, Charshawn has been raising her 4-year-old son, Davion, all by herself. And it's not been easy. That's why Charshawn has insisted that a man named Johnny take a paternity test. Now, here's the thing. Johnny does pay child support for Davion, and he's a good father to his other children. But Johnny refuses to get emotionally involved with Davion until someone proves he's Davion's father. Meanwhile, Charshawn, I mean, why were you so compelled to call the show?
Because it's been 4 years. It's been 4 long years, and I'm tired. He needs a father. I cannot be his mother and father. If I would have known this was going to happen in 2 minutes, him not doing his job, because Johnny is the 2-minute man, I would have not laid down with the 2-minute man.
Yeah, but he says, first of all, you all were only together 3 different times, right?
Yes, he's correct. 3 times.
Right, and
Yep, he didn't last long at none of those times.
Yeah, but he says he used protection.
Oh, okay. Well, the first night he did not use protection. My stuff was so good, he had to turn the tequila up. It was too good for him. Oh, he did not use protection. He's the 2-minute man, Maury, for real.
So when you found out you were pregnant, did you tell him?
Oh, he knew before me. I didn't want him to be the father. I did not want to mess up what I had going on. I was terrified. He knew before me, but I pushed him away, but he knew.
You had an ex, right? I mean, you had an ex that you were off and on with.
13 years, he knew that. So when I was pregnant, he came to my grandfather's house, rubbed my stomach, and drove off. We had a little conversation. That's the only time he ever seen me pregnant.
And was he there at the hospital when you delivered?
No.
You know what he says? He didn't know. He didn't even know you delivered Davion until like 2 or 3 years later.
Wow. Oh, okay. Well, he's gonna go with that lie, but he knows. He knows when he was born. I called him when he was 2 years old. I said, "Hey, this boy is the terrible twos." He laughed it off and said, "Hey, I was like that until I was 12. You probably got to deal with that." He a weak man, Maury. That is not a man. He's not portraying the man he's supposed to be.
Well, I don't know how weak he is. I have a lot
I'm talking about in the bed. He weak.
Well, we're talking about a son now here. We're not talking about how people are when they get together in bed. Now, look, I have a lot of men coming on my show, don't know they're the father. And most of those men, 99.9% of those men aren't paying child support when they don't know they're the father.
You think I'm sweating in my boots? Maury, you think I'm sweating right now? You see a tear? I'm too cool for that. You could read the results, and guess what? He's the father.
He's paying child support, isn't he?
Yes. That lets you know.
That lets you know? But he hasn't gotten emotionally involved with Davion.
It's not, but you know what? It's not about child support. It's about the time. I don't care about the money. I get the money every 2 weeks, and guess what? It doesn't make up for the time. He needs a father. I am not a man. I'm not a man. He needs a father.
You think Davion looks like him?
Yes, he doesn't look like the rest of my kids. Yes, he does. Look at it. Look at the ears. Look at the big brains. I call them big brains. Brain number 1 and brain number 2. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Look at the big brains.
Why do you think he's hiding the fact that he's Davion's father?
Oh, you know what? Because his ex. You know what? Johnny's not telling the whole story. I just seen you, Johnny, in February. We just had a conversation, correct? You told me about your ex and your mom. He's hiding my son from his family. I had to reach out to his family down here. He said I was desperate, Maury. Desperate. Hell no, I ain't never been desperate. He wish he could have me.
She's very desperate. She's very desperate. She's very desperate.
Okay, you wish you could have me. When I went to his house, he didn't even pay attention to his son. He picked up my daughter that wasn't his. He want me to be his family. He want me to put the ring on the finger and say MOB for life, right?
All fabrication.
What you're saying is he's denying your baby because you will not be with him. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, correct. Yes, he's heartbroken because I did not leave my ex for him. He knows
this.
She
should win an Oscar, Maury. She should win an Oscar.
You should win an Oscar.
You should win an Oscar.
He should win an Oscar for lasting 2 minutes and made this big brain baby. He should win
Hey,
the Oscar.
females
Maury,
always. Hey,
Maury,
this
he
female's
cried.
favorite thing they say when a man don't want to be with them. They last 2 minutes. They stuff small. All right,
But
girl.
Maury, he wasn't saying
Maury,
that. Maury, for 2
Maury,
minutes,
would you like to
he
hear?
wasn't
Would you like to
saying
hear my
that.
side?
Now you got a chance to elaborate on your view of all this. So are you saying that you're denying Davion because Krishana didn't want to be with you?
Maury, I don't know where she get this from.
Really?
Crayshana wanted to be with me so bad, but she know I ain't had no time for her because I'm a man about my business. I always knew
He ain't got
Crayshana
no
had a little
business.
boyfriend. I know she had a little boyfriend, whatever. And
I had a man.
so she called me and said, "This may possibly be your baby." I said, "Okay, Crayshana, keep in contact with me." So, but at the end of the day, I know, cause I asked her, "When you get pregnant, Crayshana?" Cause I know when we had sex. The last time we had sex was July 5th. And you said you had a whole
Amen.
9-month pregnancy, so it don't add up.
So here's the
July
thing.
5th.
When she told you she was pregnant, you had doubts from the get-go.
It was a possibility. You know what I mean, Maury? I ain't no man that's gonna be running and hiding about my responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? So I told her, keep in contact with me.
Did she?
Crayshana didn't keep in contact. I didn't hear from Crayshana until the baby was born. She had me blocked on everything. Phone, Facebook.
Why'd you block him?
He's embarrassing. He clingy. It wasn't about our son. He was worrying about what his cat
Embarrassing.
He wasn't
Embarrassing.
You wasn't worrying about your son. You worrying about what
Ever since I met you, Crayshana, you had a problem. You always needed some money, something. She always needed something, Maury. She's
When I
a
met
drama
him,
queen.
Maury, he stayed in the hotel
Maury, I
room.
promise
He
you,
found his cat on his
I
feet.
chased her for a year and a half to get this DNA. I was gonna pay for this, Maury. Look, but she wanted to go on national TV. So, and Maury, I promised to God, 2 weeks ago, I was praying about this, Maury. I said, Lord, I don't want to have no baby out here that I don't know what's mine. And guess what?
Look at
Maury
the
Show
devil.
called me 2 weeks later after I prayed.
Because I did
Look
that.
at God.
I did that. I had to call.
Nah,
I had
see,
to
you
call
giving
to
yourself
make
too
sure
much
you
credit.
stepped
God
up.
did it. God did it. But what we gonna see today?
And when we see Maury, I'm getting on I-65. We gone.
Okay,
We
wait
going
a
right to his house.
All right. Johnny, why did you tell our producer that Krishana has been ducking and dodging you? What's that mean?
When I say she ducking and dodging me, Maury, so when Crayshana said, you want to come see you want to let me see the baby. I said, let me see the baby. I let her come to my house. I looked at the baby. I'm like, oh, this baby do not look nothing like my kids. She swept it down look like my kids, my daddy. Like, baby, I have a round head.
Ooh.
That baby has
I
a
don't
flat
know who
head.
I slept with then. I'm just a
So,
hoe out here.
I-
You met my father. You met my sister. He the 2 minute man. Watch this 2 minute man made 18 years.
I
of
don't
good
need
luck,
that.
baby.
I don't need that. If you're not the
Yes,
father,
ma'am.
why are you paying child support?
Hey,
Why the
this is
state-
how I'm paying
why
child
the
support. They
state-
said they tried to reach out to me, but the mail wasn't getting delivered to me because Crayshana tried to do it on the slick side because she need money. So when she put my address, you have to put my apartment number down too. So my landlord told me if you don't put your apartment number down on stuff, they send it back to the mail. So that's what they doing. That's the only reason why
Maury,
she
he
got
don't even
child support.
sound right. Maury, do he
That's the
sound
only.
right?
Hey,
He sound
Maury,
right.
I'm paying child support, so you think I'm
Maury,
gonna
what
find out about my
state
money?
will let you pay
Hey,
child
hey,
support?
hey.
Maury, what state will let you pay
You
child
trying to figure
support
how I'm paying child support?
without
It
being a
ain't
father?
no DNA test, right, Maury? It's
Why you
unbelievable,
giving
Maury.
me?
Johnny.
Why you giving me your money then? Why I'm getting your money? Cause your money ain't doing nothing but paying bills.
Crayshana, she a schemer, conniver. That's all she is, Maury. And she want to be in my pockets. And she know my family come from money.
Yes.
Woo! You ain't got no money, and when the results come, we on the highway, baby.
I got it right here, Krishana. I've got the results of the DNA
Lord.
test.
Come on, Maury.
Yeah.
Come on, Maury.
Here we go. In the case of 4-year-old Davion, Johnny, you are the father.
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
Okay, but hey, it's cool. Hey, that's all I want to know,
Here we
Maury. That's all
Johnny.
I want to know.
Here we come.
Hey, by the way, Krishana.
Thank you, Maury, because it's been a long time. This hard.
Okay.
I don't want
Krishana,
no money.
Krishana.
No, I don't want no money. I come from a good family too.
Krishana,
Just step up.
you let Johnny into that child's life, okay?
No problem. You're a good man.
Maury. Boy,
Yes.
ask her for real. Why you was ducking and dodging me when I said let's go get the blood test? I have text messages where
I'm
you
done.
ducking and
Come
dodging
here.
me. You stop answering.
Come here.
Hey, you stop answering the text.
Johnny, the past is the past.
Yeah, the
You
past,
have, you have a
Hey, so but long as I know this is my child, hey, I have no problem.
good.
I have no problem.
There you go. Whew. You are not the father.